Spring is here, bringing my slumber self out of hibernation. Although spring means new beginnings, I can't help but grieve the loss of my old selves, all the versions I've experienced and felt. Past springs have brought me memories of art, greenery, and newfound treasures, softening my edges and opening me up to new perspectives. My persistent and curious nature relishes in the novelty, how I discover more of myself from an easy becoming. In these moments, some phases die while others come alive. Some seconds speed by while others drag on. Every ending has taught me that waiting cannot be in vain. That although waiting feels uncertain, it could also be serendipitous. The present is not just an arm's reach away, it's in the center of your palms, waiting to be untamed. Waiting brings me back to myself. Returning to myself can feel hard sometimes, not knowing if it really feels right until I reflect and realize I made progress in small steps. I gain great strides through continuous change. On days like today, I'm often reminded of what it means to let go. When I was in class earlier, I was feeling like such a novice because even 2 years into my pole journey doesn't feel like it's enough to be good enough, especially with some of the moves that I was learning. And as an introvert, sometimes I find it hard to make casual conversation with other people who are also in the same pursuit as me, as much as I want to hear and converse with them. Spring always feels like the birth of something new, and I know that wherever this life takes me, I'll always be grateful for the present, as hard as it is to stay in the present. I'm reflecting on all the times I've spent here in this apartment, knowing I'm moving in a couple months and letting go of everything, most of everything that I've known, my old identities, my old mindsets, the ways I no longer want to move through this world. It is bittersweet. There is grief despite the ignition of a spring like this. A lot of my friends have shared their existential crisis with me. In many ways, I feel that. In other ways, I don't. I didn't have many plans for myself as a child. It was just create. Now that I've been centering pleasure, trying to, for a good quarter of the year, I'm beginning to see how I can find joy in the smallest moments. And I know that as I traverse through this world, I'm still carrying with me old memories that won't ever go away, but they do build upon who I am. After all, change is the only current that flows through me. I've learned the harder I push, the further my goals become, so perhaps it's time to let go, start anew, and let myself be born once more.